Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Miss Fin Show. I am your host, Miss Fins. Welcome, 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 welcome. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Oh, my Lord. Good morning, guys. Sorry, yesterday was my mother's birthday, and we were, it was my mother's birthday, guys. So I took the day off. There you go. But I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for you guys coming through, guys. Hit that like button. As always, you guys are the best. But yes, my mother. It's her birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, mom. Yep, yep, yep. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate y'all. Ah, look at Michelle. One of our awesome members. Shout out, good morning, people. Yes, good morning. Michael K, good morning. Happy birthday to Mama. Thank you, thank you. Good Thursday morning, Miss Phins. What's up? Happy birthday to Mama Phins. Exactly, Mama Phins. Yep. Happy birthday to Mama Phins. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all. Yep. It's it's birthday season for me between May and June, where most of the birthdays are these. So it gets kind of crazy. Yep. Yes. Ah, there we are. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Mm. So appreciate y'all. But yeah, man, it's uh, it's life. People got birthdays, thank God. So very, very happy, guys. But as you can see, guys, from the title, we're just gonna touch briefly on the what do you call it? On the OTAs and what's going on now. Yes, Michael K. Edmonton won. Good for them. The Panthers are going to repeat as back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. You'll see. Don't worry. I know you're Canadian, so makes sense that you like Edmonton. Um, and in case y'all were wondering, I'm talking about hockey, guys. But don't worry. We shall repeat as champions once more. You'll see. Anyways, but yeah, guys, just want to talk to you all about OTAs, what's going on, Is there anything biggie coming out of OTAs? Now, you guys know that not all the time media gets to be there. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It just depends on what the Dolphins want to do, whether they want to have it opened up or not. But they have for the last few days. So, gathering all that information, we're going to talk about it. Mm. And also, too, tell me who you think is going to make the 53-man roster. Because, you know, every offseason, whenever I think there's going to be a guy or two that I'm like, I don't think they're going to make it. Poof. Somehow this guy is still on this roster. And I'm like, how on earth? But typically it's because they're special teams. So, but yeah, absolutely, guys. Check it out. Check it out. So you guys tell me who you're thinking might actually make the roster. Now, as far as overall, let me get this puppy here real quick. There's a bunch of guys here. There's a bunch of guys coming through. But one major update before I get to OTAs, man, I'm really torn about this Johnu Smith. I'm not. I'm trying not to put my emotions into this puppy, but I know he wants to be here. I know Johnu. He's from Florida, from South Florida to be more specific. He's from South Florida. This is his dream team to play for his home team. He's living his best life right now, playing for his home team. And I understand it's a business, you know what I mean? I get it. You gotta make contracts work. You gotta, Plus, he too, he's getting up there. He's gonna have to get this. This is probably gonna be his last decent contract before he ends up retiring or getting, the vet minimum contracts here and there, right? So I understand both sides. Now, Mike McDaniel and John have both said they want him to stay in Miami. They want him to be here, which is a good thing. But I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna be the case with all the cap restrictions the team is putting on the team, that we're gonna be able to afford him or even to give him an extension. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. What's up, Bonnie? Welcome, welcome. Good morning, good morning. What's up, Timmy? Welcome, Tim. Dude, you read my mind. That is exactly who I was. Well, him and Channing Tindall. I don't know how Cam Smith and Channing Tindall keep making the team. I know they mostly play special teams. I get it. And they're not too bad at it, but I'm like, there's nobody else. Nobody else that we can get for special teams. I'm like, I mean, I'm not trying to fire people. Everybody got to eat. I get that. But those are the two guys that I was literally thinking. I'm like, how does he keep making this team? Kind of reminds me of Isaiah Ford, but the difference is Isaiah Ford actually was a contributing member in the offense. He wasn't just special teams, like he did special teams, but he wasn't just special teams. And every time the Dolphins cut him, this man somehow was still in the roster at the end of the day. And I'm like, I mean, cool, you know what I mean? But at least we got something out of him, right? But man, Channing Tindall and Cam Ward, bro, they have been slipping and sliding and 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 and, and making it work to making it work in here. I'm telling you right now, it's crazy to me, but hey, they keep getting an assignment, they keep getting a job, so they're doing something right. What's up, Shake Money in the building? We got Lou, Mr. 305 Sports Brief. What's up, Lou? Love that picture, man. Happy Thursday, Miss Phins, and all in the room. Hit the like button. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Michelle says our problem with Jono is dumb. Greer set bad precedent with giving players more money when still under contract for one good season. Oh, Holy smokes. I mean, she said it. Sh- She's not wrong though. Now, let's be honest. Teams do that all the time. So it's not like it's a just Greer thing, right? Especially if it's a guy that you believe in, that you know he's gonna be here for longer. You want him to be here, right? You want him to have the opportunity to be here, right? The problem is that he's giving it to people who have 2, 3 years left in their contract versus the guys that have like 1 year left. And it's like, bro, you're giving a raise to someone you just gave a raise to who's already on a contract for another 3 years. What is this? You gotta give it to the guy that's that only got 1 more year left. Okay, let's take a look. Let's come back to the table. But no, he's been giving out money like if it was free. And Ross is like, no, I'm done. We're not about to do this. We are not about to do this. So, not surprised whatsoever. I'm not. I think, what do you call it? It's unfortunate because I like the guy. Will we use him like we did last year? No, I don't see that at all. And then here's gonna come on the other side if we do give him a little extra change. What? What's going on? We're not using Johnu. What? Look at Greer again, overpaying for nothing. Look at the lack of production that Johnu's doing. He's not getting touches. What do you expect? Mm? He's not getting touches. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button on your way in, as you can see. Hit that like button. Appreciate y'all so much. So much. Like, seriously, so much. Like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Whew. But seriously, that's where I'm at right now. Like, come on. Why? 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 And I know I'm not the only one thinking this. That's a good point you made. Greer has set a very bad precedent. But I wouldn't put it past. Now, he still owed $4.8 million in his contract, so we'll see how Miami decides to do, if they want to add to that and give him an extra year after or what. But he did come here on a prove it deal, and he proved it. So now it's time for Miami to step up. You know what I mean? Now, there's another player too that I have very high expectations for because you got drafted so high. I didn't even want to draft you. I fully expect you to be extremely, and I do mean extremely, not competitive. Um, I need you to be explosive. That's what I need. I need you to be explosive. I need you to super dominate because for me, we, you know, and I've heard this, and I'm not gonna put him there, but Chop Robinson has been, you know, um, what's that word compared to, there you go, to some of the greats like Cam Wake, like Jason Taylor. And I'm like, pump your horses, people. I'm not seeing that. At least not yet. And I told you guys this maybe like last week. I need at least 15 sacks from this man. Now, he was great in the second half of last year. Obviously, being a rookie, it's going to take a few weeks for you to get adjusted to the NFL, the speed, blah, 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 right? But Chop Robinson, I did not want him. I wanted Graham Barton, which I still will say this to his face. You weren't the pick for me. But can he prove me wrong? Absolutely. If he becomes so dominant, where we're talking at the end of the year, it's between him and TJ Watt for who has the most sacks, then I'm going to be like, okay, you're living up to your draft pick. Other players haven't done that yet. But for him, I can say, okay, you're living up to the draft pick. We got you 21st overall. And if he ends up dominating like that, then I won't feel as bad. I'm gonna still stick to my guy Grant Barton, but I'll feel a little bit better having what do you call it? Having Chubb being as dominant. What's up, True Blazer? What's up, Dolphin Don? But that's where I'm at when it comes to Chop. Can he really get up there with those guys? Can he really dominate? We never really have an organic pass rush, but with the way this offensive line is lining up, you got Austin Jackson, you've got wow, my brain just went blank for a second. Oh, you got Dawson Jackson, you got Jonah, you got Brewer, you got James Daniel, and then you got Patrick Paul with that was right to left in case you were wondering. That's the offensive line that you got for our offense. But then for the D line, you got Matt Dickerson, you've got Zach Sealer, Kenneth Grant in the middle. You put Chop on one side, and the opposite side you got Phillips or Chubb. And that D line and that front seven, yeah. If we're able to get that rush, that pass rush, I mean, I don't think it'll be organic pass rush. But if we can actually go ahead and actually bring these pressures, affect the quarterback, especially since we don't really have a secondary like that. I told you I'm gonna need a minimum 15 sacks from Chop Robinson. Miss Phins, that's unrealistic. He's a second year player, so like, yeah, but Jalen Phillips and Bradley Chubb are coming back, so live up to your draft pick. Which Jalen Phillips, all whenever he's on, he's been good, but he's been injured for 2 years out of the last 3 years. It's like we can't catch a break with this dude. Let's see what he does when he comes here. But I got very high expectations for Chop Robinson. And you know what? The longer the year was coming along, the more he was coming into form. So can he ride that wave that he had at the end of the year between the last 8, 9 games into this season? We're gonna have to see, obviously, but I think him if he can have that breakout, that second year leap, man, we're gonna be a top five defense. We're gonna be a top five defense. No team is running the ball on us. And when it comes to pass protection, I mean, I still feel like Anthony Weaver is gonna be able to manage with the players we do have. And some of these players are gonna have to step up. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I trust Weaver in the defense. I do. On the opposite side, but I trust him. I trust him. Mm, So I don't trust our online depth. Yeah. Now that's a great point. What's up, DF? Welcome, welcome. Yeah. What online depth, man? We are top heavy in this online, dude. Like, honest to God, we are top heavy. It's like we got our five guys and they will get injured because it always happens. Now we got a couple guys where I'm like, okay, they've been decent before. Obviously, you already know Liam Murphy is gonna be semi decent, serviceable. Nothing else you could do. Andrew Meyer, good center backup. I like him. Keon Smith, he's got a lot of touches before, so he's pretty decent. Ryan Hayes as well, but the rest of the guys, like, they're cat bodies. Like, they're cat bodies. They're not making a 53-man roster. We don't really have, like, top tier O line depth. We're just these are the starting fives, and put up a prayer, people, because there's not really much behind it, which is annoying, knowing full well here our guys tend to get massively hurt. And another thing, on that point, man, we must have one of the worst training staff of all time, and strength and conditioning as well, because how do these guys get injured the way that they do? And I'm like, there's no way. Like, listen, I play sports like competitively, but when you got the right team and your strength and conditioning and um, what do you call it? I just said it too. Oh, training staff. Like, you don't get all these. I mean, everybody gets injured. You know what I mean? Especially when you have a long season, but not to this level. Our guys drop like flies, left and right. So it's like, I don't know. Tim says, our D line's the only thing I'm excited for. That D line's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be nasty. Guys, hit that like button for me, guys, if you haven't done so already. See, it's the best way for you to support the channel, guys, and it's 100% true. 100% free. You know what I mean? I think Jalen Phillips came back too early after his injury. I mean, you're not wrong. Because you gotta think about it this way, guys. It's so true, Miss Phins. Why are our boys always banged up? Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Injuries will happen. It's part of the sport. It's part of sports, period, right? But even with Phillips, you can't go from having a year off or well, he got injured. Yeah, he got injured mid season 2 seasons ago. You can't go half the season and off season of no real balls to the wall, full throttle football, you're rehabbing, which is great. And I love the passion. I love the passion of wanting to come back, man. That is the true heart of a competitor. I want to be out there. Put me in, coach. That's what you want. I'm not questioning his. I'm not. It's not that your body's gonna be what your body does. You know what I mean? But you can't go from being like that. I don't care how much ramping up you do to then going to 100. Your body's not gonna take that, which is my problem that I have with our off-season scheduling, with our training, with OTAs, with training camp. I think it's 1000% one of the major reasons why you see so many soft tissue injuries in the NFL. Players don't want to play with, full gear, helmets, pads, all that. Well, guess what? You play with full gear, helmet, pads, and stuff. You can't. When you're getting tackled, it's like getting into a car accident at 80 miles an hour. The impact. You can't expect your body to get accustomed to that or even be able to withstand it if you're not building your body up that way. So our strength and conditioning guys, like I'm gonna need more from you guys. I'm gonna need a lot more. And our training staff, like we should, and you see so many soft tissue injuries as well. What are we and what is what's dang it, what's the actual name? It's not. I'm thinking occupational therapy, but it's not. It's sports. Um. Oh my God, what's their name? I know it is like right there. It's part of strength and strength strength strengthening, but it's not just hitting the gym and doing sets. It's stretching, strength and conditioning. Okay, so I've been saying it. Like it's stretching, it's recovery. Like m- these guys are millions of dollars of products. What is up with this recovery situation for these players? Because it's just building too much. And don't get me wrong, again, it happens. Look at the Lions last year. They lost 16 guys on defense. 16 still managed to make it to the second round in the playoffs. Injuries are gonna happen, but with our guys, what's up, Super V? Welcome. Good morning. With our guys, sometimes I'm like, man, are we not taking care of our guys? Like, do we need to get, a better strength and conditioning personnel in here? You know what I mean? Our trainers, man, what's going on? Do we need to bring, outside people? But then I can't really I can't really say much because I almost feel like what? It's the University of Miami, which those guys are great, right? Baptist Health, okay, cool, but we need more. Like we need more. We need different. You can't like our guys are not recovering, and then we expect them to go into these games at full throttle. Like, come on, come on. So That whole staff needs to be reevaluated. Bring me somebody in that's gonna actually, maybe we need different methods or whatever. I don't know. Gotta figure it out. You know what I mean? But that's where I'm at when it comes to those guys, and that's why I say my expectation for Chopper Robinson is so high because okay, dude, Chubb and Phillips are coming back. Are you gonna dominate? Are you gonna take over? Are you gonna make sure one of y'all is sitting down? Cause I got this. That's what I want to see. We spent a first round pick on you, 15 sacks minimum, minimum. I want him and T.J. Watt to be in the conversation at the end of the year for DPOY. I said it. No, Miss Phins, no, that's a little much to try to get. Why are people afraid of having expectations for this team? Like they're not a professional team. Like, come on, man. Of course. What's up, Skull? The Jets are having a better OTA than the Fins. Good morning, Miss Fins. Good morning. Mr. Paul said, good morning, Mr. Paul. Agreements Fins on our Dolphins trainers. I questioned our conditioning trainers for a while, yeah. John Robinson isn't in the league of good pass rushers, let alone elite ones. Well, yeah. I guess that's in your position. That's fine. Bills fan. 50 cents for a second year player? Yes. You guys do realize that Chop Robinson had already had what, eight? Eight? He tied Jason Taylor's rookie record in eight. And he didn't really play the full season. I mean, he did, but meh. He played the full season, but he played, a large volume of it. He already had eight. So why can't I expect him to double that up? Hmm? Why can't I expect him to double that up? Whoa, you got Chubb coming back in Phillips. So? If you're the man and you're out here getting sacks left and right, you think Weaver's going to sit him down for Phillips and Chubb? I don't care how much money we're paying him. My guy's doing his job. My guy's excelling. My guy's actually getting to the quarterback and getting these sacks we need. You staying out there. You better not look at this bench, boy, unless the play is dead and our offense is on the field. Absolutely. Whoever's hungry is going to eat. That's what I see it. Whoever's hungry, you're going to eat. And I think he's jumping at the bit to be able to prove now one of these guys is going to stay on the bench. I like that. That's dog mentality. Let's go. Let's go. So, yeah, having a 15 sack expectation for a second year player, I think is right in line. Right in line. Now, I'm not saying 22 or 22 and a half. That's come on. That's a record, which TJ Watt actually a couple years ago did tie the single season record. To me, he should have broke it, but they gave him one of the games, which is complete manure. They gave him half a sack instead of the full sack when he was the one that got there first and really tackled their guys out. But whatever. That's for another day. I expect double on payday. It's great to have expectations. Shake money. Hey, there you go. You know what I mean? Bonnie says maybe it's partly the trainers, but ACL and Achilles injuries have nothing to do with strength and conditioning. That's just bad luck. Well, Achilles, even that one, you can kind of hold on, God. You can kind of mm. So Bonnie says maybe it's partly the trainers, but ACL and Achilles injuries have nothing to do with strength and conditioning. That's just bad luck. Yes. But, stretching does help out with a lot of the ACL. Yeah, I'm 100% with you. That is bad luck, but even then, when you strengthen the muscles around those, around your knees, like your um your quads and your hamstrings and your what's the one with the chin, where the chin is, and your calves and stuff like that, and you stretch really well, it helps out all those other places as well. You just have to really, really, what do you call it? Um, have to right. You have to warm up really, really well. You have to cool down really, really well, and um, stretching. It's stretching and building those muscles around those parts of the body. That's help. Achilles is kind of tricky, but when you're strengthening your calves, when you're strengthening what do you call it? Yeah, your chin split, that chin muscle. I don't know. I forgot what it's called, guys. Um, all of that's activating your Achilles. When you're doing not leg races, what's the one where your foot is like this and you come up and you know what I mean? Like foot races. All those different types of exercises. There's exercises out there that you can do that's gonna help you to to release tension. God, I didn't go to school for that, guys. I went to school for something else. Y'all, y'all can do that. Now, Shake Money makes a great point here. Strength and conditioning can only do so much if players are not following their advices on them. That is true. That is true. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. So that's where I'm at. What's up, JD the Great One? Welcome, welcome, buddy. So I wanted to just really focus on Chuck because I feel like he's one of the guys that I have one of the biggest expectations for this year, as far as the league. Um, Travis Winfield said he has this relentless nature that kind of defines physics. Yeah, look, he just hungry. Chop Robinson's hungry, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Okay. Now, what was I gonna say? As far as OTAs, I mean, organized team activities. In case anybody was wondering what that meant, we're about to go into like today's the last day, and then they have next week, or they have week 2 of OTAs. You know, you're just giving the young guys opportunities to kind of warm themselves up for training camp. One thing that I'm very curious about is this QB2 situation because we got Zach Wilson and we got Quinn Ewers. How is that really gonna how is that gonna look like? Now, you guys know me, I will always take experience over talent any day. Um because very few players in across any sport are truly generational players. Like for example, Caitlin Clark. Shout out to Baby Goat. You guys know I love her. I'm a Fever fan. What's up, Chris Smith? Welcome. Yes, yes, you do see that. She's a generational talent. She is. And the only reason why that girl didn't break even more records last season in her rookie year, first of all, her coach robbed her of like two triple doubles, two additional triple doubles. And second, you gotta be so raw and nasty for a rookie to be picked up all 94 feet and no one's giving you an inch. Now don't tell me, oh, the W is very physical. Yes, whatever. Well, but not to the extent of what she got last year as a rookie. Everybody and their mother was out here all over her. Dang it, JC. I'm not gonna argue with you, bro. I'm not even gonna say what you wrote, but I'm not even gonna argue with you. I'm not. But if I had to pick, I'm not gonna say yay or nay, but so she's a generational talent. I'm gonna pick her as a generational talent over some of the experienced players. Why is that? Because again, it's generational. That doesn't happen all the time. It's literally one in a generation. That's the whole point of saying this player's generational. In football, we don't have a generational talent like that. We don't have a generational backup quarterback because that doesn't even make sense. We got backups, but Zach Wilson has won multiple games against winning teams and trash teams. What do I mean by that? The Jets being trash. Good defense, bad offense. The Jets literally won more with Zach Wilson than they did with Aaron Rodgers. Like, let that sink in. Now, the MILF man, I'm not gonna, raise him up like, oh, he's all that. But I'll take him over Ewers because Ewers is not a generational talent. If he was, he would have never made it to the 7th round when he was projected to be a 4th round pick. Uh, JC, you're not wrong though. The me bounds are strong in that one. And yes, you heard me say that. The me bounds are strong with that one. Okay? Uh so yeah. I it's gonna be interesting seeing who's gonna end up being QB2. Yours I don't think he's gonna get in. I think Zach Wilson plus the fact that we paid him the money we paid him. I mean, that should not be a stat. I agree. It's hilarious. but they shouldn't be. But they are for that particular player. What's up, K Sucks? I just want to rebuild. You're a Bills fan? I get it. Or you're a Dolphin fan? I don't know. Either way, a lot of us are ready for that. I've been ready for that for a couple of years. I am. I'm a Dolphin fan. Okay, let's go. It's the first time I see you. So if you're just now first time talking, hey, welcome. Appreciate you joining Miss Fans. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, but I get it, man. I've been ready to chop this up, pun intended. uh I want to see the Dolphins reset with a Sellers or a Lard. I don't know what you were trying to say there, JC. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be very interesting, ladies and gentlemen, how the Dolphins continue. OTAs have been all right. It's the same thing. Expectations. You're gonna see Tua throwing some good balls. You're gonna see the defense picking up. Getting some interceptions and stuff. One thing that I will say though, nobody can be touched here. You know what I mean? So of course, when you're not really getting pressure like that, you can sit in that pocket and throw it wherever, right? I can't wait till training camp, like actual training camp, guys. Y'all want to help out Miss Fans? Definitely. I will accept all blessings, guys. I do have a hopium fund, as you can see, uh, to help out, but also with training camp too, guys, because it does cost money. I don't live in Miami. I live in Broward County. Um, so if y'all want to help out and bless Miss Fins, I will accept. Thank you very much. But it's nothing. Look. I haven't heard anything out of OTAs. It's been like, oh, super major. None of the blah, 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 UDFAs are really doing or making much noise. To be honest with you, and out of our draft picks, which we have, whew, we have several draft picks that we got this year. Thank God. Even they've been they've been all right. I mean, I haven't really heard too much from them. Um, except I know yours. He got intercepted by one of our UDFA's, so that's interesting. I really want to see what Ollie Gordon is gonna be doing for us. Is he gonna be that bruiser back? Kind of like how Chris Brooks was for us a couple years ago. If we can get that bruiser back behind his O line and the O line actually does what they're supposed to do, open up gaps, and we do go into this run heavy scheme, which most people are like, oh, we're about to run a run heavy scheme. But guys, it's still gonna be a passing game for us. But just like 2023, why were we successful? Because we had a O line that allowed for our running backs to run in between the tackles, like, or between A and B gap. Like that's it. You know what I mean? Like we had an O line that created opportunities for guys. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. What's up? Almost got those. Don't worry, we lost the first game, but we'll be back. So yeah, it's okay. It was a good game. We'll get it out. We'll get it out. We'll get the next one. It's no big deal. But anyways, guys, we're at time. I gotta skedaddle. It's good. Y'all gotta come in early, even though technically I was a few minutes late. Um, but yeah, come in early because we gotta cut this off at 9. For rookie defensive end, 6 sacks is above average. Goof. Well, oh, you're not definitely not talking to me. Uh, you guys are hilarious. Anywho, guys, if you haven't done so already, please hit that like button. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hit that like button. You see it there. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. Share, subscribe. Like and subscribe to Miss Fins, guys. It really does help out the channel so unbelievably much. You guys are the best. Bonnie, great show. Thank you. Thank you, Bonnie. Hey, listen, we continue to have great shows every day. I want to talk about the AFC East. Well, might have to leave that till next week. What day is today? Thursday, Friday. We'll talk about Dolphins today. I'll update you all on the East um next week. It's fine. But guys, I appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys, as always, are the best. And yeah. So do me a favor, continue coming earlier, guys. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, guys, and shout out to everybody on Twitter and Twitch. You guys are awesome. Continue to go ahead and come over here if you haven't done so already, and hit that like button. And hit that like button. Uh, okay. Yep. So hit that like button, guys. I appreciate y'all. I gotta go. Love you, and as always, bye bye.